In March 2023, we visited the turquoise waters and white sandy beaches of the Turks and Caicos Islands. But this was not for a vacation. We were here to talk to the government and the locals about ocean thermal energy conversion. Like most tropical islands, the Turks and Caicos generates nearly 100% of its power using diesel imports. Our study showed that the Turks and Caicos Islands have access to a huge resource of solar heat energy stored in the surface layer of the ocean, and at around 1,000 meters deep, they have a huge resource of icy cold water. As proven at Aquatec plants around the world, we can use a temperature difference between this warm surface seawater and cold deep water to continuously evaporate and condense a working fluid, creating electricity. Check out our other video in the link for more information about how this works. Seeing as we had travelled 4,000 miles, we thought it would be prudent to collect our own data about the ocean thermocline to go on top of the data we had already received from the World Ocean Atlas. Luckily for us, we had brought along our Aqualogger 520s, which were used in our thermocline recordings previously in Sao Tome and Principe.
Give it a kiss down.
After a short team briefing where we discussed the methodology and safety procedures of the study, we proceeded out to Turtle Cove to meet the boat owners and captain who were going to support our study. Mother Nature made it immediately apparent that she was not pleased to see us as we headed out to our deployment location, but it turns out this was really the least of our worries. About 15 minutes on the boat and we were at our deployment location with our probes primed and ready to go.
We're 4 kilometers north of Providenciales in the Turks and Caicos Islands. We're about to send 2 thermograph probes down to 1,000 meters.
Annoyingly, the depth tracker wasn't correctly attached, which meant we didn't have a clear reading on exactly how deep we were going, so we decided after a few minutes to pause and recover the probes. We uploaded the data to software called Aquatec, which showed that we had achieved a depth of 300 meters and 18 degrees centigrade. 300 meters was a good start, but we had much higher ambitions. We wanted to get to 1,000 meters, so we primed the probes and got ready to go again, and that's when disaster struck.
So regrettably, we had a failure of our mission. The probes, the line received this almighty tug, lost the equipment, we lost the weights and everything else. I think this could be because of swordfish in that area. They were attracted to something on the probe. Unfortunately, means the end of our mission.
After 10 minutes of awkward silence, we discussed with the captain and his first mate what went wrong. They were adamant that a 200-pound swordfish fancied our equipment and snatched it away. It was a sobering experience to have a failure on our second ever thermocline study, but it served as an important reminder that things don't always go to plan. We've become accustomed to consuming and producing content that just shows the highlights of the wins in our personal lives or our careers. But it's how we overcome adversity as teams and people that shape who we are and set us up for success. But thanks to the publicly available information out there, we were still able to complete our pre-feasibility study.